Number 1. Does Zen enable you to clearly perceive how the mind creates illusions? Of course, you want to be happy, and it's most likely your ultimate objective in life. But have you ever considered what you would do if you got it? Pursuing happiness is unwise for our channel subscribers. That's because it stems from the mistaken belief that we can only have the good in life and ignore the negative. Consider it this way. Do you recall the last time you felt uneasy when lying on your side in bed? You most certainly swapped sides, right? You feel better at first, but you soon find yourself back where you started. This is where the paradox enters the picture. You can only feel the comfort of swapping sides because you have experienced the discomfort of being on one side for an extended period of time. In other words, pain cannot be avoided and is simply another facet of pleasure. Zen also teaches that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but rather a part of them. On a hot summer day, you don't sweat from the heat, rather, the sweat is the heat. Another approach to comprehend it is to consider the relationship between your mind and body. You are not born into specific situations, they exist just because your mind and body are present to see them. Number 2, does the art of Zen require spontaneity and naturalness? We don't need to try to become something specific, according to this old concept. In other words, it all boils down to allowing yourself to be aimless. For example, doing nothing is promoted. This appears to be a waste of time to those of us in the West. However, in the natural world, it is the typical state for practically everything. For example, your cat does not try to become anything other than a cat. Zen encourages us to think similarly, that we should allow our ideas to flow spontaneously in whatever direction they wish. It's also crucial to see emotions in this light. Whatever feelings you have following an experience are natural and so valuable. After learning of the death of a close cousin, one Zen monk began to cry. This prompted his student to suggest that such behavior was inappropriate for someone of his standing. The monk's statement that he was crying because he wanted to can teach us a lot about the value of allowing ourselves to feel whatever we do. To Zen practitioners, everything we do and everything that happens is correct in some way because it is instinctive. Another essential aspect of life to which we must apply this way of thinking is what we say. When asked what the ultimate secret of Buddhism was, one Zen master impulsively responded, "Dumpling." While this may perplex Westerners or the average person, this man's response revealed significant truths about Buddhist practices with a single word. This would never have happened if there was no respect for natural reasoning. Number 3, do you have to observe the world as it is to improve your meditation skills? Perhaps you've lately experimented with meditation. What is your stated goal when you sit down to do it? Perhaps you wish to understand something difficult, find serenity, or cleanse your mind. Setting any aim while meditating is frowned upon by Zen practitioners. Buddhism and Taoism teach the contrary and employ meditation to empty and purify the mind. However, according to Zen philosophy, the mind is already pure since it is natural. Trying to do anything else is just mucking it up with anything you want. Zen practitioners believe that it is essential to simply sit and observe the world in order to properly interact with it. This makes sense when you consider how the world exists whether or not you are thinking or acting inside it. Another way to think about it is to imagine your mind as a dirty river. Your mental condition becomes obscured with each day and encounter, much like a river with churning water. However, if muddy water is left alone, the dirt settles and the water turns clear. In other words, while you meditate, you are allowing your mind to be still in order for all of the sediment to sink to the bottom and allow you to have clarity. Rather than focusing on the breath or anything else, Zen meditation is about becoming aware of what is happening in the present moment.